Hello everyone, this is Chloe from SSW. Today I'd like to show you our new feature. As you may know, we have been using the red color for the OK button for a long time. However, we want to make a change and switch to blue. But before we implement this change for all of our users, we want to test it and see the impact it has. So we have conducted an A/B testing through feature flags. Let's have a look. So to see the effect of the feature flag on this page, all you need to do is hit the refresh button a few times. We set the percentage as 50%, which means that the button has a 50% chance of being blue and a 50% chance of being red. In this way, we ensure that only a portion of our users can see the new feature. After this, we want to understand how users are reacting to the changes. So here we are using application insights. It helps us to monitor what our users are doing with the application, and in this case, we want to monitor the number of times users click on the OK button. We believe it could be a good indicator of whether they like the blue color or not. Since I've already clicked on it before this video, we can just go to the application insights and run this query. So here we can see I've clicked on the blue button for 16 times and 12 times for red button. We can also see this result in chart. It's more obvious. So that's all for the demo. Now let's talk about the technical choices we have for implementing A/B testing in our application. We are going to evaluate three different options: Azure Deployment Slot, Azure App Configuration, and Azure Front Door. With Azure Deployment Slot, we can create a new slot for testing. Then deploy a new version of our app to this slot, and then set up traffic routing to direct some users to the test slot and try out new features. The second option is Azure App Configuration. To do A/B testing with it, we can create a new feature flag and set the filter options. For example, we can set the targeting filter to enable the filter flag for specific users and groups. Then we just need to make some code changes for configuration. The third option is Azure Front Door. It is a CDN service that provides load balancing and traffic management capabilities. To do A/B testing with it, we need to set up different versions and create a rule to direct traffic to those versions. Among these three options, I consider Azure App Configuration the best because it's a free option, unlike Azure Front Door, which is very expensive. Another reason I chose it is scalability. I don't have to deploy different versions of the app. I can just read the settings, and if I want to add another new feature, I just add a new setting with app configuration. But if I use deployment slots, I would have to deploy 4 versions and handle different combinations, which would be more complex. Adding feature flags through Azure App Configuration is also straightforward. Let's see the code. Here, the code is telling the application to use Azure App Configuration, and the next line of code registers the percentage filter as a feature filter, which enables the feature flag based on a percentage. Then, when we call the API for getting button color, the code checks if the feature is currently enabled or not based on their filters, and returns either true or false accordingly. To conclude, it's always good to conduct A/B testing before implementing a new feature, as we can make final decisions based on users' actual behavior. In the case of this particular feature, using Azure App Configuration and Application Insights makes the process easy and efficient. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is Chloe from SSW. Thanks for watching.